Man, what's up, man? How you doing today, man? How you feeling? How you
What's going
feeling?
on, my brother? Good, very good. Happy.
What they call you, man?
Blessed. You know. My name is Noah. I'm a barber. You can call me Noah the Barber. Where I go to on the gram. You already know. It's me.
You feel me? They call me J Bands. You feel me? You feel me?
All right. Thank you for having the time with me today. I think we both know why we're here today on
Yes.
this talk, this interview. But do you vape or smoke? What is it that you mainly do?
Well, I do both. You
Do
know,
both. Okay.
when it comes to vaping, I don't necessarily I don't smoke nicotine. You know, it's kind of like a little hypocritical. I would smoke weed but not nicotine, but you know that's just how I work. I would rather smoke weed than nic.
All right.
And when it comes to vaping, I vape, you know, the THC. You know, I don't vape nicotine, nothing along those lines.
What do you do? Do you vape, smoke?
A little bit of both. More of a smoker than a vapor. You feel me?
My first time trying anything weed related was I was between 12, 13, I want to say. 12 or 13.
And how was that first experience ever?
Middle school. That first experience was crazy, man. It was, at first, it was something that I was like scared of. But once I like got under the influence that first time, that fear I realized was like forced upon me. Like that fear went away because all the bad stuff that people were saying about this, that day I found out it wasn't really true, you know? And it started just from smoking little by little, like twice a month to almost every day, you know?
What were your first experiences doing it?
Well, when it came to bud, I ain't gonna lie. Like the first experience had to be like in 7th grade.
Okay.
You know, it started off with edibles. That shit got me crazy, bro. A lot of niggas, you know, who we went to like middle school with, they know about that shit. The edibles, bro. That shit was, you feel me? Vaping, I don't really do it as much now. Like I do have my own personal shit, but like I try not to smoke as much of it. You know, it's not good for you. You feel me? I'd rather smoke weed than smoke, you know, Nick, because you know, Nick is, you know, doo-doo, you feel me?
Yeah.
That shit not the best feeling. Like I'd rather be high than rather have a head bust.
Get out of smoking.
Well, as we said before, I'm a barber.
Okay.
You know, I work with a lot of people. I see a lot of people on my day-to-day basis. And I feel like this is a relaxer in a way. Like this allows me to open up more. Me normally, I'm very, I guess you could consider like anti-social, like independent. I don't really like communicating too much, but in my field of work, I have to. And I've noticed that some people, they don't like just sitting on the chair not being spoken to.
All right.
So I use this to help me get more creative, and it actually makes me want to talk to these people. You know, it makes me want to ask about your day, how you do it, and my clients appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, it seems like, you know, this herb does you pretty well.
Like smoking weed, just like I know a lot of people be like, yo, drugs don't make you happy and shit like that. You're right, yes, that is true, but it does give you this euphoria feeling where like you forget about everything that's happening. You feel me? You're happy, you're at peace, and you know sometimes I do need that. You feel me? Like especially when I be having like a very hard day and shit. Like I need a high to like calm me down so I can be relaxed. You feel me? I just love the way I feel when I'm high, and it's not like on some addict shit or nothing like that. It's just like a lot of my people who smoke weed will understand this. You feel me?
How much or how often do you know, waste the time to buy, you know, your herbs?
Well, buying, I've been lucky enough that I don't go really looking for it. It kind of always finds me. Like I'll be cutting hair, and then one of my clients will come in, and he end up having some. You know, it's like opportunity will come up, buy right there. But if I'm going out of the way to go purchase anything, I guess it will be every week. every week. I get my stuff. I get my stuff for the week just so I could survive, basically.
But are you well aware of the risk that smoking can cause to you?
Yeah, of course. Like I know Nick is, you know, a little bit way more different. There's way more side effects to that shit. Which is the reason. Like after this one, like I said, like I'm done. Like I'm not smoking no more Nick. Bud-wise, like I've actually calmed down a lot on Bud. I used to smoke weed every fucking day, and recently
Smoke weed every day.
I've been like a couple days sober from weed. You feel me? Which it feels nice because I feel so awake. I feel so like have so much energy and shit. So like. I do understand the side effects and all that shit, but you know, you gotta live and learn, you feel me?
Is there any downsides that you could say that it does to you? Any downsides?
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
are the downsides?
It's you gotta be very disciplined to do this, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. A huge downside is that it does provoke laziness. It does, you know, and if you're not doing something at the same time, like if you're not smoking to go do something, or if you're not being productive as you're smoking, then that's bad, you know, because you keep on doing that and it does bring you down. I feel like it does promote a little depression, and you will get withdrawals after a certain while. Like if you go from smoking a certain amount of times a day and stuff to just trying to stop, I'm not saying for everybody, but most likely you will go through some withdrawals, and that's crazy, you know, like that's a crazy feeling, you know, when people especially don't even consider this to be a drug. You do get withdrawals.
What are its cons and pros for you?
Nick wise, it's not really no, you know, pros, it's more of cons. Like you feel me, you could get like your lungs get damaged, you feel me, like the shit's become black and all that, and you know, thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah,
As you were
like,
saying?
there's really more of cons to Nick. Like it's not something you ever want to you know get stuck on, because Nick and weed, like you could really get addicted to Nick. You feel me? Weed is more of something like you have. Thank you. It's more of like you have a choice, like whether to do it or not. Nick, like a lot of people be itching for that shit. It becomes very addictive. I'm just glad that it never got like that to me. You feel me? Like I'll take a pee every here and there, but like I'm glad like, oh, I don't itch for that shit. Like yo, I need it right now. Like I can't. I need it.
Yeah.
And it's not like that with me. You feel me? Like which I'm very glad. Like I never let it to get to that. Like I'm very aware of my actions and all that. Weed wise, like again, there's no really any pros to it unless like, you know, you like the euphoria vibe, like you feel at peace or happy. Like that's really more of the pros, at least for me. You know, everybody has a different experience. Con wise, I don't really like, you know, you do get out of breath more, like feel me, you do get tired more and shit like that. You get lazy too, you know, like, but everybody's different, you know. For me, I don't really have much cons. I really have more pros because like I know how to manage myself and not how like not to become so addicted to it and not like depend on it. A lot of people depend on it, and it's like that's something you never want to do. You know, you never want to depend on a drug to keep you at peace and stuff. Like you should be the reason you're at peace. You know.
Do you feel like, how do you feel about people not wanting to have marijuana legalized in New York City now that it's slowly becoming a thing?
Now, well, I feel like everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Okay.
You know, but in my opinion, I think why would you not want to legalize a crime? I mean, a plant that has so many positives along with the so-called negatives that a lot of people refer to it. A lot of people are stuck in the old ways and still look at weed as like I told you in the beginning, like I had that perception that this was like the equivalence to cocaine or like along those lines, you know. And fucking, it's not the case, you know. A lot of people look at anybody that smokes weed the same as a crackhead on the street, and I don't feel like that's fair or like that it should be looked upon that way.
All right. Very interesting. Very interesting. And last question: do you feel vaping has taken a toll on you, on your mental and physical health? You know, in a good way. Like, how does it make you feel? As in, like, do you feel like it empowers you, helps you, empowers you, or what do you think?
I want to say it has brought both good and negative. good in the sense of in my field of work. Like now I'm a barber. It makes me want to go. Not makes me want to go to work, but it does motivate me to be at work. You know, I like going with my clients, talking to my clients, being with my clients. You know, helps with that. You know. And it's bad in the sense that I used to play a lot of sports. I used to be very active, you know. And once I started smoking, that did disappear, you know. It was like I would prefer smoking than playing sports sometimes, you know.
Thank you. Appreciate your time with me today. Going out of your way, sitting down and
Fine, my brother.
you know, just explaining whether, you know, it's a good thing for you or a bad thing. But once again, everybody has their own opinions to it.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, bro. What's your gram, bro?
Again, my Instagram, Noah the Barber. You already know. You guys want haircuts, you know, hit me up. House calls, in shop, out of shop. You already know. We here. Queens, Astoria, New York in general, the city. We here. Hit me up. You already know. Manny's the man. Shout out to you, Manny.
One last question. Do you feel smoking has taken a toll on you? How do you feel it has taken a toll on you, your physically and mentally?
Physically, well, at least with Nick, I feel like that shit like just causes it causes nausea, headaches, like body aches, and it's like I don't like that feeling at all. Like with bud, like I don't even feel like that, nothing. Like body wise, like for bud, like it just makes me feel lazy, you know. I feel a little bit heavy and shit. I get hungry. For me, that's one of the side effects. You feel me? You want to get the munchies and
the
whatever. You
munchies.
feel me? The munchies be hidden, bro. You feel me? Mentally, like Nick, mentally, like that should be fucking with my head. I ain't gonna lie. That should be giving me the illest mata bus. Like, and I don't really like that feeling. This is exactly what, like, you know, I'm trying to stop. Like after this like bar, bro, like that's it. You feel me? Like I ain't smoking no more of that shit. I'd rather just stick to weed. And then again, like I haven't been smoking weed so much lately either, which I really do like. Like I like to be more of myself. I like to be sober. Like it feels nice. Feel more of myself. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You feel me?
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today.
No problem, my friend.
Alright, man. Well, take
Stay
it
safe
easy.
out there, bro.
Alright, man. Take it easy, bro.